This is the Morning Drive Podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Morning with Chois Woodman is in for Jamie Lent, and Jeff McGuire is here as usual. I'm here too. Nice to be with you today. Yates Flooring Center chat line is open. Go to the Double T 97.3 mobile app for that. It's presented by Happy State Bank. Visual Edge IT hotline is open too at 806-771-0973. We get this good morning from Charleston, South Carolina. Happy Red Raider baseball opening day. I will be headed to Lubbock after work and go to the Lady Raider game tomorrow. Oh, nice, safe travels to you.
It's a good long trip.
Yeah, it is a good long trip. We'll have...
I'm kind of surprised you're not going over to the baseball game in North Carolina. That's a quicker trip than Charleston, South Carolina.
Maybe this person is a former Lady Raider and is coming...
Is possible.
Coming here or has, relatives here. Or
maybe they're flying, which is a little easier.
Well, I'm sure. Yeah,
I don't know.
Getting in the car and driving from South Carolina to Lubbock and
you never know,
being
Chuck.
Here tomorrow at 2. We'll have Lady Raider basketball tomorrow. Tomorrow's the pink game, supporting... those who have fought cancer and won, and unfortunately, in some cases, supporting loved ones who did not.
Will you be donning pink?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I got to tell you.
You got a pink seersucker?
I do not have a pink seersucker.
Okay. A little surprised at that.
I will I will tell you that no humble brag here, okay, but I wear pink well. Okay? Pink looks good on me.
I think you're right. That wasn't a humble brag. That was just a brag.
Yeah, that's right. Right. I'm just going to brag here on myself.
Yeah,
okay?
No humble brag.
No humble brag here. I wear pink well.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good.
So I've got a plethora of pink ties. In fact, I had a nice pink shirt hanging in my closet this morning. It's freshly laundered and ready to go.
All right.
Now I just got to pick out the suit that I'm going to wear with it. We'll have Lady Raider basketball for you on the air tomorrow, 1:30, the tip at 2. They take on Baylor, and we'll have it on 107.7, the Red Dirt Rebel. I'm excited and optimistic about the baseball season, but go in with little to no expectations because of how different things are and how different this roster seems to be. I'm gonna fix Viva 73's typo because he calls you Woodland, but you're not Woodland, you're Woodman. Woodland, you're too damn young to remember any of that stuff like that. Rah, 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 sis, boom, bah, hit him in the knee, ha, ha, ha. Granted, Chuck is a lot younger than I am. I remember hearing that stuff growing up, okay? That's
pretty violent when you think about it. Who's going for the knees, man?
70s, man, we didn't pussyfoot around, okay? We hit people square in the jaw, okay? We didn't go online and, try to, assassinate them from, some anonymous keyboard. We just went out and had a little playground justice.
Okay. But that's not the knee. Well, playground justice is different than trying to go for someone's career, yeah.
But, blank slate because you don't know what we have with the new players we have coming in. With that said, might be optimistic with all the depth we're supposed to have with the pitching staff, okay? Let's see. If team stays healthy, definitely super. Omaha is relevant, okay? Relevant, yes. Yates Flooring Center chat line is open. Go to doublet973.com for that. All right. With regard to this baseball team, is there one position, one player that you're really excited to see?
One player, so newcomer, returner.
Could be somebody like, okay, I'm excited about TJ Pompey coming back. I'm excited about what can we do from a pitching standpoint with the guys that were injured last year that are coming back?
I'll give you one of each. I do think TJ Pompey would be the guy for me because he didn't finish the season great last year. He finished in a bit of a slump. Yet he was still an all Big 12 freshman team guy, a freshman All-American last year. And what really hurt Pompey was his glove, and it just seemed to all be between the ears. So I think if Pompey matures a little bit, you're looking at a potential top 3-round pick type of guy in the future. Now, he's still got another year here after this. He's not draft eligible. But I think Pompey is every bit of what Major League Baseball teams are looking for with the measurables. And his swing, I mean, every time I watched in the fall and spring, the ball pops off his bat. He is extremely impressive. So I think TJ Pompey, if he can anchor your lineup, along with a couple of other guys, obviously Damian Bravo, he's probably he's your best hitter heading into the season. But I think the newcomer I'm most intrigued or interested in is your starting pitcher today, your first starting pitcher today, in Jack Siebert. Siebert looked really good in a few chances I got to see him. I think he's probably your most consistent pitcher heading into the season. So I think you got a lot of solid pitching, and there's plenty of new faces. I think that's what makes this team different, Chuck, and where it's hard to set an expectation is Tim Tadlock went to the portal more than he ever has. I mean, we saw him change the approach because
7 transfers.
Yeah, because you didn't have a lot of success last year. So you change the approach, you bring in a lot of new faces, and there's some true position battles going into Game 1 today. So I think you're going to still, through these first 9 games or so, see quite a bit of different lineups and moving around, as well as pitching.
What's your expectation for Trendon Parrish, and just in terms of kind of what you see from him, and Zane Petty as well?
Cautiously optimistic for both. I say cautiously because both have dealt with a lot of injuries.
Right, but man, if you can have them healthy,
I think Petty may have pitched better than anybody this spring so far. He may be your best pitcher from January on. Now, what does that mean? I don't know. I would probably guess if you had a third game that he may be your starter. He may be your third starter.
This weekend?
Yes. Yeah, if you play that third. It's TBD right now is what's listed as the third starter. But if you play tomorrow, like it's scheduled, then I think Petty's probably that guy. Trendon Parrish seems to be as sharp as he's ever been. But again, he's dealt with injuries throughout his career. So both of those guys, keeping them healthy is a huge key.
Okay. Got the baseball music going this morning. I've got a question about which train you guys are on. We'll get to that this morning after 7. Okay. This person says, I use the term pussyfoot every day, Chuck. I don't know that you do. I mean, don't mealy mouse around here.
My grandpa used to use that term.
Did he? Okay. Did he tell you not to pussyfoot around?
Uh-huh.
Did he have a nickname for you?
No, he just called me by my name.
He called you by your
Yeah.
Okay.
That was it.
Okay.
The Morning Drive podcast from Double T 97.3 is presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
In sports history, we have not mentioned this yet. Today is Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you, Chuck.
To you, Choice, to you, Jeff, and to our fine listening audience. And with this day in sports history on this St. Valentine's Day, here is Jeff McGuire.
We'll get to that. 1936, U.S. female figure skating champion is won by Maribel Vinson. 1960, the second Daytona ever took place. Junior Johnson survives a 37-car crash on turn 4 to win, driving a John Mosiani-owned Chevrolet.
Is that this Sunday, the Daytona 500, or is it next week?
I do not know.
Okay. Super Bowl of racing. God, I get so tired of that.
1987, Detroit Pistons and Philadelphia 76ers game draws a crowd of 53,745 at the Pontiac Silverdome. The third largest crowd in NBA history. Pistons win set 125 to 107. 1995. Portland Trail Blazers trade Clyde Drexler to the Houston Rockets. And thankfully, then the Rockets won the NBA championship.
He was the missing piece, wasn't he?
I don't know that he was the missing piece, but he was an excellent player adding to a good team that already had some chemistry with the superstar of that team.
You loved those teams, didn't
Yes.
you? Yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. Daytona 500 is on Sunday, by the way.
There we go. 2004, number 18 Texas Tech let Kansas State surge back from 13 points down to trail by 3 at halftime before the Red Raiders would go on to an 82-71 win. Andre Emmett had 26 points and 10 rebounds for his 7th double-double of the season.
Good job, guys. Good job. K-State probably wore their lavenders, too, for that game.
I have no idea.
I don't think so. That was before they started wearing those lavenders.
Oh, no, those lavenders go back to the 60s.
No, I'm saying but they didn't bring them back as throwbacks till more recently.
Okay.
In the Andre Emmett days, I only remember
the lavenders
only wearing the purple.
Okay.
And in 2019, Oklahoma City guard Russell Westbrook makes a triple-double, 44 points, 14 rebounds, and 11 assists in an NBA record 11th consecutive game as the Thunder go down 131-122 in New Orleans. It is probably by design National Cream-Filled Chocolates Day.
Let's go.
Sometimes they don't fit. Sometimes they do. Before we get to today's birthday's huge birthday for us tomorrow. Happy birthday. Color analyst for the Red Raider baseball team, program director for Raymar Communications Sports Stations, one Jamie Lent.
No mention of also host of the Morning Drive?
Well, he's the co-host.
No, he's the co-host, but I mean, he can be whatever he wants. He's
the second head man of the Morning Drive.
He's the second head man of the Morning Drive. That's right. That's right.
51 tomorrow. So happy birthday, Bob.
Wow, that's a lot.
Wow.
Someday you too, Joyce, will reach 51.
I don't know if I can count that high.
Today, Simon Pegg is 55, Jim Kelly 65, Drew Bledsoe 53, Jadeveon Clowney 32, J.J. Wilcox is 34, and Chuck's least favorite magician ever, Teller from Penn and Teller.
I don't like that guy. I do not like that guy.
Is that the big one or the little one?
He's the little one. The one that never talks.
He never talks.
That would drive Chuck crazy.
Yeah.
And you know what?
So the Jamie Lent of magicians.
Yeah, pretty much. And on this Valentine's Day, guys, we could talk about St. Valentine's being beheaded in 270, which is what instigated today coming Valentine's Day. Or we could talk about the St. Valentine's Day Massacre of 1929.
Right.
It's, nothing says love like blood on a wall.
Yeah, line them all up and...
We could even talk about Captain Cook being killed in Hawaii in 1779.
Captain Hook on this day.
Cook.
Oh, Captain Cook. Okay. I was going to say Captain Hook.
However, on the day dedicated to death, or maybe love, we instead head to 1990. In its trek across the solar system and beyond, Voyager 1 turns and takes the family portrait. It's picture individually of all of the planets in our system. The most famous of this group is the pale blue dot. The Earth, not more than a 1-pixel size blue square. Carl Sagan may have said it best.
From this distant vantage point, the Earth might not seem of any particular interest. But for us, it's different. Consider again that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines, every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on the mote of dust, suspended in a sunbeam.
And that is this day in sports history.
Millions and millions and millions and millions of miles. I do know that Captain Hook is a fictional character, but I appreciate you reminding me of that. That was from the Yates Flooring Center chat line. Apparently, Teller talks in his appearances on The Big Bang Theory. Did not know that.
He, as part of his performance, he doesn't talk. When he's normally doing things on camera as being part of Penn and Teller,
Right.
he does not talk. He has a voice and knows how to use it.
Okay. He's not like Harpo Marx, who never talked.
He doesn't talk a lot.
Yeah. Okay. No, he would not be a good talk show host.
Teller is to Jamie as Jamie is to you. We'll put it that way.
And Jamie, just so you know, I don't think has ever seen an episode of The Big Bang Theory.
Okay. I'm not big into it myself.
You're not big in. Well, you're a mini me of him anyway. So I mean, it's.
I don't know about that.
No,
There are absolute similarities, but there are absolute differences as well.
Name one.
One?
Yeah.
I like to hold on. Come up with something.
Here we go.
Choice enjoys a cocktail from time to time.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'll have a drink.
Okay.
Now I've never been drunk, but
Never.
no. Never been drunk. I'll have a drink occasionally. He won't. Come on, Jeff, help me. I need some other ones.
I just gave you your first one.
I know that.
You're the one
I
that
need
said
other
they were
ones
mentioned.
too.
That's okay. That's not really a ringing endorsement.
I've got to come up with other things.
Choice is one of our characteristics of our boss is he likes things in its place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm messing.
Choice, not so much.
Not so much. Okay.
I know where everything is.
Right, because you can see everything.
I'm organized. It's just in a different way.
I understand.
Right.
Understand.
Yeah.
6:53 this morning here on the morning drive.
There
Thoughts,
are
comments.
dumps that are more organized than what some places that Choice may or may not have his
now.
desk at.
Easy. Some more high school basketball. This is tonight's activities. Monterey takes on El Paso Burgess. That'll be at 6 o'clock tonight in Fort Stockton. Plainview and El Paso Hanks will play the early game. That's at 3 in Fort Stockton. Also, today... Denver City plays Dalhart and Dimmitt, I should say. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's Slayton and Coahoma play. I knew there was a big game. That's tonight at 6:30 in La Mesa. I remember Slayton just won in overtime over Canadian the other night, so that should be a lot of fun. That's among the girls' games for tonight. So look forward to the results of those activities. Friendship winning last night on Double T 97.3 over Mansfield. Legacy.
Your daily dose of sports and fun. This is the Morning Drive Podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
Morning Drive with Choice Woodman, who's in for Jamie Lent, and Jeff McGuire and Chuck Heinz. All right, Choice, another question for you. Aerosmith or Johnny Cash?
Oh, no question there. Johnny Cash is the best artist of all time.
Jeff, Aerosmith or Johnny Cash?
I would go Aerosmith.
Me too.
As a personal preference, although I do respect Johnny Cash.
I respect him too.
And what he did for country music for a very long time. Mm-hmm. I prefer rock and roll.
Me too.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Both have a place, though, at a baseball game.
Yes. Aerosmith, without question, the best concert I've ever seen in Lubbock.
I like Aerosmith. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, you just asked me about one of my favorite artist of all time.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. This from the Yates Flooring Center chat line. I'm a baseball nut, but early season non-conference baseball does not hold a candle to late season conference men's basketball, especially when your team is in the hunt. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
That's probably a good way to put it.
Bobby Hot Dogs. This should come as no surprise to you. No surprise to any of us, actually. He says, it's baseball season for me. If basketball happens to be on and nothing else is going on, I'll watch. Other than that, my focus is baseball from here on out. Okay. Thank you, Bobby. Bobby Hot Dogs. Hot dog, are you a hot dog fan?
At the ballpark, sure.
Okay.
Another thing that he does that Jamie doesn't.
Yeah, Jamie
doesn't like hot dogs.
No hot dogs.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's one way that I.
By the way, that's 3. Still waiting for your
Thank
first.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, one way in general, it's piggybacking off yours, but in general, that I'm vastly different than Jamie is my palate. I love all sorts of foods. I will dabble in just about anything.
I think that's fair. Your palate is
Jamie has
bigger
a palate
than mine,
of a 10-year-old.
Yeah, no.
if that.
Somebody says this best concert in Lubbock, Boston. Don't look back to her. Was not here for that.
I would like to see Boston.
Okay, let's see here. 7:17 this morning on the morning drive. Thoughts, comments, Yates Flooring Center chat line. What is your prediction for Texas Tech baseball?
Like a record prediction?
No, just like Sweet 16. Oh, excuse me. Let me put it this way: Super Regional, get that far and host, or fail in the regionals, or don't get to host, or what's your?
I think you will see Tech baseball do what Tech basketball has done, and that's that they actually come into the season right around the same range in terms of expectations. I think Tech was picked 5th in baseball. They also have 2 less teams in the conference. Basketball was 7th, I believe, in the preseason, but I think you'll finish around top 3 and in the hunt for a conference title
in the Big 12. Okay,
yeah, I think you'll finish top 3 in the Big 12 in the hunt for a conference title. The difference is this conference isn't as good in baseball as you are in basketball, so top 3 doesn't necessarily get you a Sweet 16 or a regional hosting site. That's my hope and that's my goal. I think you'll probably fall just short of it and end up as a 2 seed in someone else's regional.
Okay, so
still be around a top 25
but you
team.
do not think you'll host a regional?
Yeah, I think you'll be around a top 25 team. Okay. I don't know. It all depends what else happens.
Sure.
That's what's so different, Chuck, about our league and anything and everything now is baseball. You don't play everybody, and
we don't play everybody in basketball either.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I guess you do play.
You do play everybody. You just don't play everybody twice.
Yeah, you play everybody once at least.
So that's
but you don't play everybody in football.
No, you don't play everybody in football. But baseball, you don't play everybody, so someone can get a more favorable schedule than someone else. Just like basketball,
right?
We're seeing some teams play 2 teams once, and you play another team once. And there are schedules that turn out more favorable than others. Now, it's not intent before the season for that to happen, but Tech's schedule in particular, I think isn't too bad. I think some of the better teams in the league you've got at home, but you don't even play Oklahoma State, who's the preseason conference favorite.
Yeah, that's. See, I feel like you should play Oklahoma State in every sport at least once.
I don't disagree with you. Yeah. so
same thing with TCU and Baylor. Houston, I think you could rotate that in and out. But I do agree with you with regard to the balanced schedule. It's not balanced.
Yeah, that doesn't exist. And you can't have it exist.
It's better than the North. It's better than having divisions in North and South, isn't it?
Yes, because of what we used to go through
with football.
With football and in basketball, there was an unbalanced part of it in basketball as well. You would only play Kansas once a year back in those days, and I think non-conference is fairly important for Tech because you could have some games in the Big 12 that are not as great for RPI. So you need to take care of business. If you can, that's why
they beefed up their baseball schedule so much.
Yeah, that's why you're making this trip to North Carolina to open the season.
Yeah. 7:21 this morning here on the morning drive. The latest bracketology is out, so we're kind of balancing. I feel like we're on a balance beam this morning. You go from one to the other, one to the other, one to the other. You don't got
a balance?
Yeah.
You're the one driving the ship.
No. Right, no, I understand. Okay, so I'm on a balance beam.
You're on a balance beam for some reason.
Well, no, I mean, you're just going,
following you where you go.
You're just kind of going back and forth, back and forth. Jerry Palm's latest bracketology is out. He has Texas Tech as a 4 seed.
That's his highest. Mm-hmm. If you look at everybody else's bracketology, and we have a compilation up at doubleTSportsNetwork.com of most of the main bracketologies out there, the bracket projections. Almost everybody else had Tech as a 3 or 4 seed coming into this week. Palm still had Tech as a 5 for whatever reason. I don't know what his little computers or whatever was telling him that was different, but Lenardi has Tech as a 3 seed.
Okay.
And I think I think right now, if the season ended today, you are a 3 seed, solidly a 3 seed.
Who do you follow more? Do you follow Joe Lunardi more or Jerry Palm more?
I don't know that it matters because both of them get it pretty accurate at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever has Tech higher is who I follow more.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, whoever, vindicates what I want to see.
I feel like that Joe Lunardi has become more of the household name, and that sometimes Jerry Palm is more the voice of reason.
I don't know about that because I think he was way wrong on his 5 seed last week.
I don't disagree. I'm just talking about at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, Palm does other sports. Palm does the football bowl projections. He crosses over. Joe Lunardi is strictly college basketball. So
yeah, that's part of what. So Joe Lunardi's latest is out this morning.
Okay,
and I'm just opening this up for the first time. He has the last four buys: West Virginia, Oklahoma, Vanderbilt, and Texas. First 4 out: Arkansas, VCU, SMU, and North Carolina. Boy, those are some household names, aren't they? Okay, so let me see if I can give you a real quick look at where he has Texas Tech.
I've got it if you want.
Okay, go ahead.
Tech is a 3 seed in Denver against Utah Valley in the first round. Your 6-11 that you match up with in the second game would be BYU Georgia play-in game winner in the 11, and then 6 UCLA. All of that sounds pretty fun.
And what region is that?
That would be the West region.
West region, okay.
San Francisco. I do think, Chuck, I think if you watch things closely, the NCAA tournament loves to put stories into the second round. Watch out, because Tech is hovering in similar range as Ole Miss, where you could end up playing them in a second-round game. And I think if the NCAA has opportunity to do that,
sure they will.
They're going to try to do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily like that, and I wouldn't necessarily like playing the BYU Georgia winner either. I don't think you should play your conference team that quick. Yeah.
The Morning Drive podcast from Double T 97.3 is presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction. On Double T 97.3, presented today by someone not named Jamie, is brought to you by Connecticut of West Texas.
All right, fellas. Chuck, Jeff, our fine listening audience. Happy Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. You got your wife taken care of all right?
I have got her nothing.
And she's happy for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's with me on this whole corporate push for...
I mean, I could go through all the deaths that have happened today, so... Yeah. I'm just saying, maybe Valentine's Day isn't a day we should be talking about.
I mean, we'll celebrate usually Valentine's Day in some way. I'll take her out to dinner. Not on Valentine's, because usually it's busy and overly priced at a lot of places.
Overly priced, okay.
Have you ever been to places that have
menu items only?
Exactly, have a Valentine's menu only
sure,
that's jacked up. So yeah, we'll celebrate fine, but not. Okay. But anyway, happy Valentine's Day. I want you guys to tell me, let me form this into a question since it's the question of the day. What was the moment that made you fall in love with Texas Tech sports?
The moment.
The moment. If there was a moment, a game, whatever, what made you fall in love with Texas Tech sports? And then part 2, after you do Texas Tech, you can give us the moment that made you fall in love with one of your professional teams as well.
Okay, so for me, for Texas Tech, the first big moment that I got to witness, because when I came to town, I didn't know anybody, and I didn't have any college experiences with anybody my age, okay? So the first time that I felt like I was not necessarily one of us, so to speak, but where I could at least say, okay, at least I was there, 5 years later or 10 years later, and now 30 years later, is the Zach Thomas interception return for a touchdown.
I bet that'd be it for a lot of people.
Yeah. So for me, that was my first year, because that was 93, right?
95.
95. Okay, so that was my third year as a season ticket holder. we'd gotten married. So, yeah, that's it for me. Zach Thomas returns it for a touchdown. That was the first really big moment that I got to witness because those were not very good football teams in that time period.
They were fine. They just weren't.
They weren't
highly ranked.
And the attendance wasn't very good either. I mean, we're talking about they struggled to average 30. Okay.
This is such a vanilla ice cream, like not even good answer for this, because it goes back to the very first time I walked into the Jones, and that would have been Southern Western Louisiana again as the home opener in 1997. I was coming to Tech because it was as far away from Houston as I could get and still get in-state tuition. It was time for my father and I not to live under the same roof. And this is where I came. And went to the first game. That was a home game. Southwestern Louisiana is not a school you remember playing. Had to look up the 59-14 score.
Yeah.
But it was just the environment and everything else here that's what did it. And I have been here since.
For me, it was like I had been to, games before that, but there was a game, for whatever reason, it stuck, and just the love of the excitement of the Mike Leach era and the offense and that sort of thing. You're down 21-0 really fast to TCU, and we were there. I think this was the first year we got season tickets as a family. We're down 21-0 quickly to TCU. End up coming back to lead 35-21 at half and beat them 70-35. And that was in football. And that was
I remember that game.
That was a blast. I think 2001, maybe 2002. I'd been to more games before that, but that moment is where it clicked, and I just seemed to fall in love with it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think from that point on, there was no chance I was ever going to another school besides Texas Tech. It was just that was it for me. Okay, what about
the pros?
Pros. Any pro teams you pull for, yours probably going to be the Chiefs, but
yeah, I got Chiefs and Royals in my mind there. If you'd asked me about the NBA Kings, that would have been when I discovered the Glitter Girls. Then they were the
that's fine. That's an answer.
They were kind of a nasty version, in a good way, of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
Okay,
they were the first NBA kind of
nasty version in a good way. I don't know how that works, but
anyway, I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
I think it can tell you. More of a heartbreaking moment with the Chiefs, but certainly Super Bowl IV. I remember that. That's the first NFL game, I believe, that I watched on color TV because my grandmother had a color TV and we did not.
Yeah.
So
okay.
And and really for me, the 2 weeks before or the week before, they beat the Raiders in the AFL Championship game, and we went down to the airport. And I was, 9 years old at the time, and we ran into Lynn Dawson and his wife as they were going to their car in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So kind of
it's pretty cool.
Gave me a little tough, little head tussle, and then my brother got to shake his hand, and we just said hello, and he was our guy.
Yeah.
Did you ever get baseball back at monthly growing up? The image of it is really what sets this up. On the back cover was Bo Jackson wearing his Chicago White Sox number 8 uniform, and all it was is Bo's back on the back.
Right.
Yeah, it was that moment.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't the magazine.
No, I got it.
Bo Jackson in that black uniform. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there.
Okay.
Didn't take much.
I wanted to think of a Cowboys moment, but there wasn't. I think I'm just indoctrinated into Cowboys fandom. Like I was never allowed to be another fan in the family I grew up, so I've been captive my whole life for the Cowboys. There was a moment, the team that I've fallen out of love with the most is the Spurs, but I remember the moment we went to a Spurs game when I was 7 years old in San Antonio, and it was Tim Duncan's rookie year. But I remember just an awesome jam by David Robinson, and that was like, I just went nuts, and that was it latched me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
There you go.
7:39 this morning here on the morning drive. The 70-35 game was 2004. I only remember because Sonny Cumbie was the quarterback, and I knew him from Snyder. Okay.
Was that 04? Okay.
All right.
Your daily dose of sports and fun. This is the Morning Drive Podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
Chois Woodman in for Jamie Lent and Jeff McGuire in his usual spot. I'm Chuck Heinz in my usual spot. We come to you this morning from the First United Bank studio. Thoughts, comments, Yates Flooring Center chat line. Also, the Visual Edge IT hotline is open too at 806-771-0973. Appreciate all the participation this morning and the various offers and things like that. We'll have Red Raider Baseball on the air for you today at 10:30 this morning.
Woo!
First to 2, right? Yeah. I was thinking about this last night, or this morning, going, you know what? We have threatened, Jeff and I think, have threatened. Jamie has been a passive, person with regard to this. But bunting, we've yet to get the bunting for the anchor desk here.
I've been told that it wouldn't be fair.
It wouldn't be fair?
It wouldn't be fair.
Fair to
What?
who?
Basketball.
It's
Other
fine.
sports on
Well,
campus.
there's no.
We have this thing here sitting year round.
With
so
the helmet.
We're not being very fair to everybody else with the helmet.
First of all, there's no bunting for basketball. Okay,
Right. There's nothing.
Chuck wants to drop streamers from the ceiling. For
I love
basketball.
that. And that's going to. Hopefully, that'll happen tomorrow. Hopefully, the high riders.
We're talking
will do
about
that
it
tomorrow.
in there.
No, I'm
Yeah,
saying
he wants to drop
you would
streamers
like to
in the
do
room.
that in here as
the
the equivalent for bunting.
Yeah, maybe just for.
Drop some streamers for
just
for us.
for like for opening basketball day.
Sure, why not?
Sure. Again,
Not for nothing. Jamie would appreciate what we're doing today with the music and playing all baseball music, but he's repeatedly said we don't do anything like that for basketball. We don't do anything like that for football. He doesn't want it to.
Jimmy's like that dad that coaches his own kid and then overcompensates because
doesn't start it.
Right, yeah,
you're not starting. I know you throw a 90 mile an hour
It's just like
fastball.
harder on his own kid than the rest of them because he's afraid people will think he's favoring baseball too much.
Yeah.
If we put bunting in here, it would be great. It would be fun.
I don't disagree.
Bunting. We should have bunting.
I don't disagree.
Where do you
thought
get
about-
it from?
You can. Well, look.
Is there a bunting store right now?
All you have to do is text the lucky lady. She could have bunting. She could have bunting here tomorrow.
Let's go.
I mean,
Do it.
She'd go get on Amazon Prime
All
or
right.
whatever.
All right,
we'd
Chuck.
have bunting here tomorrow.
As
Again-
the official Jamie Lent stand-in for this week, I give you full permission
Wow,
to bring
full permission.
to bring bunting for next Friday when we have our home opener against UC.
I'll see if she
Irvine.
can order some bunting.
Let's get some bunting. up
If
here.
if she.
I work for people, so when
Well, we
they
all
say
work
no,
for people.
Yeah.
when they say no,
He said-
I try
He
to
never-
follow those directions.
Jeff, he never told me no. So
I've not heard no.
Chuck's never said no. So there we go. Better to plead.
I mean, I
ignorance.
guarantee you, the lucky lady could have bunting like you. I mean, she's a professional shopper. I mean, don't ever doubt her.
Professional shopper.
You
mean the Amazon guy lives at your front porch too?
There's part of me that's always disappointed when I come home and there's not a box.
Right? I mean, it's
There's our usual delivery. This is probably fair. I'm going to try to be better at this. I don't think I've been grumpy. I've just revealed my thoughts a little bit too much here the last couple of days. You've got way too many things in your life to be thankful for, Chuck, for you to have turned into the grumpy old man. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. You're right about that.
You don't want to be known as the grumpy old man because you're a happy guy.
Yeah, I'm a happy guy. February 19, 2001, Texas Tech women beat Baylor. I was at that game. I think Baylor was ranked number 1 in that game, and that's the game that Kim Mulkey learned who I was.
2001?
2011. I'm sorry, 2011.
Okay. I was like, that's
2011.
was that
2011.
was that the year after or before the Jordan Barncastle?
That was after the Jordan Barncastle pop.
That got popped in the face by that dude Griner.
Yeah, dude. I think that's correct.
Okay.
I think that's correct. I think it was after that. Anyway, the bottom line was, so after that game, I go down to the press conference room, and I asked Kim Mulkey this question.
I was in there when this happened. Yeah.
Why did you call Christy Curry crazy? She goes, I didn't call her crazy. I said, yes, you did. She goes, I read your lips. And she said, you're a lip reader? I go, yes, I am. We went back and...
I remember that. I was actually covering the Lady Raiders for the Daily Toreador at the time.
And you're like, who is this crazy man?
No, I knew who you were.
Wow, that sounds like disgusted. I knew who you were.
No, I listened to this station before I worked here, and I remember that whole exchange, and I was thoroughly entertained and also in awe of, wow. Standing up to Mulkey. I don't know who has more huevos in this situation, Mulkey or Chuck, but
yeah, that was interesting.
That was a fun
press conference.
Fun press conference,
yes,
for sure.
Yes. Let's see. Bullfighter says this: you all just say the word and I'll deliver. He has bunting already.
You have bunting on hand.
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah. I agree with you on this from DPI. Chuck, I'm really disappointed in you. Amazon Prime. Yes, I make my wife always look to make sure that we can't buy it here locally before she's getting.
That's why I said, should we go to the bunting store?
Yeah.
Where do you get it?
We should. DPI is absolutely correct. We should be supporting our local businesses and getting our bunting at those. Absolutely,
if possible.
Absolutely, you're exactly right.
I don't know a store in town that.
I think I know of one.
Okay, you'll get it.
The party store closed.
Yeah,
and that would have been where my first thought was the one that was over off of was it Indiana or University? I think it's Indiana. They closed, and I was very sad when they closed.
Somebody encouraged me to somebody get Chuck a brownie. That from Albert. Thank you, Albert. Chuck is irritated by something. What else is new? So what else is new? Oh, I'm sorry. I should be better. I do have a morning drive update for you that's going to that made me happy.
And now, from Morning Drive Update.
This is from one of the lions inside of our compound here.
Okay. I didn't know we had lions in this compound.
We do. We have a lion, and he is a proud lion. I bought my Lions Club.
I have a guess, but I'm not sure.
Lubbock Lions Club pancake tickets from him, which is tomorrow. Okay, if you're in the mood for pancakes and sausage, there's only one place to go tomorrow, and that's over at the Civic Center and support the Lubbock Lions Club. He sent me the pancake stage entertainment and times, and nowhere on here are square dancers.
I bet he nixed it out so he can trick you into going when this.
No.
That'd be a great move if they did.
No
square dancers?
No square dancers.
Y'all need to quit letting Chuck have his way, people.
No square dancers tomorrow. That is awesome. So that is really good news.
For you, but what about the little 6-year-old boy who is really looking forward to the square dancers?
Ain't nobody looking forward to that.
Somebody probably was.
Oh, man. Party store is still open. They're trying to get rid of everything they have. Great sales going on. Okay.
There you go.
This favorite all-time Texas Tech event, Coach Sharp and Texas Tech winning basketball. That was a Christy Curry game that beat Baylor that day. Why are you calling Christy Curry crazy? I didn't call her crazy. Yes, you did. I saw you. You read lips. Yes, I do.
This has been the Morning Drive Podcast, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction. Check out our library of Double T 97.3 podcasts at doublet97.3.com.